Get ready for action because the Philadelphia 76ers fought hard but fell short against the New York Knicks in Game 2. We break down the performance of Tyrese Maxey, who battled through the night, and how the Sixers struggled to close out that crucial series game.
Never get caught with a dead phone again. This INIU portable charger is compact, travel-friendly, and gives you fast 45-watt charging with a built-in USB-C cable, so there's no need to carry extra cords. With 10,000 mAh power, it's perfect for busy days, trips, emergencies, or anytime your battery drops too low. Grab yours on Amazon through the link in the comments before your phone hits 1%.
Next up, we dive deep into the performance of Tyrese Maxey himself. We look at how he managed his scoring, including those acrobatic layups in his first half, and what the recent admission of lost confidence in crunch time really means for the team moving forward. Now it's time to examine the impact of the entire core group on that loss. We're looking at the collective blame placed on Tyrese Maxey, Paul George, and rookie VJ Edgecombe for the turnovers and execution that cost the Philadelphia 76ers their Game 2 victory. And finally, we wrap up this intense breakdown. We analyze exactly how Maxey, George, and Edgecombe contributed to the Game 2 defeat and what they need to fix immediately to win the series. Don't miss the analysis. Stay tuned right now. The Philadelphia 76ers faced a tough challenge in Game 2 of their Round 2 series against the New York Knicks, ultimately falling to the visitors with a final score of 108-102, securing a 2-0 series lead. The loss came despite the absence of Joel Embiid, who was sidelined with hip and ankle issues, highlighting the team's resilience. The Knicks were led by Jalen Brunson with 26 points and 6 assists, while OG Anunoby contributed 24 points and 5 rebounds, and Karl-Anthony Towns added 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists. Other notable performances included Tyrese Maxey with 26 points and 6 assists, Paul George scoring 19 points with 4 rebounds and 4 assists, Kelly Oubre Jr. tallying 19 points and 5 rebounds, VJ Edgecombe with 17 points and 5 rebounds, and Quentin Grimes contributing 7 points. Player performance analysis following the loss indicated several key takeaways. Tyrese Maxey was highly effective in the paint, demonstrating quickness against perimeter defenders and finding rhythm in the second half, though turnovers and occasional lack of boxing out were noted areas for improvement. The rookie handled the assignment against Brunson professionally. VJ Edgecombe provided crucial defensive intensity, forcing tough looks on the New York Star, and made significant offensive contributions in the second half, despite some turnovers. Paul George initiated the offense early with 3 successful three-pointers, but his scoring output diminished later in the game. Kelly Oubre Jr. provided an early offensive spark with a dunk and 2 corner threes, demonstrating strong defensive presence on the end. Karl-Anthony Towns struggled defensively against Drummond, who managed to limit his impact despite contributing on the glass. The bench unit saw contributions from Barlow in the third quarter, where he provided strong defensive activity on the end, although foul trouble limited his overall effectiveness. Quentin Grimes offered necessary offensive support from the bench, hitting a three-pointer and providing tough defense and passing plays. The Philadelphia 76ers secured a key scoring moment in their ongoing matchup against the New York Knicks, holding a 1-1 series lead in the absence of Joel Embiid. Tyrese Maxey showcased his athleticism, converting an acrobatic layup during his 19 points in the first half. The highlight, which was originally broadcast on NBC Sports Philadelphia, underscores Maxey's dynamic play as the Sixers navigate this season without their star center. The Philadelphia 76ers faced a tough challenge in Game 2 of their semifinal series against the New York Knicks without the services of Joel Embiid. The pressure to lead the team on the road fell heavily on Tyrese Maxey, who struggled in crunch time, scoring only 5 points in the final frame as the 76ers ultimately lost 108-102. Maxey logged a heavy 47 minutes in the contest, tasked with carrying the team. Fatigue appeared to set in, reflected in his shooting performance of 9-23 for 26 points. Compounding the physical strain, Maxey jammed his injured right finger during the game. Following the match, Adam Aronson of the Philly Voice reported that Maxey admitted to losing confidence in his drives and navigating the Knicks' double teams. During the game, Maxey turned the ball over 6 times, suggesting his finger injury may be impacting his ability to control the ball. Analysts suggest the star guard requires support in handling the ball and attacking the basket, emphasizing that the burden should not rest solely on him given Embiid's absence. The reported loss of confidence in dribbling has raised concerns among 76ers fans. With Game 3 being a must-win, Maxey faces an immediate challenge, as he only has 1 full day of rest before the next game. The team's success in the upcoming contest will depend on several players stepping up. Paul George and VJ Edgecombe are expected to increase their playmaking and ball-handling efforts, while Quentin Grimes will need to take on greater responsibility if the 76ers are to secure a victory, especially with Embiid's status remaining uncertain. The Philadelphia 76ers suffered a decisive 108-1-2 loss to the New York Knicks in Game 2, a defeat analysts attribute not to misfortune or officiating, but to critical failures by their 3 most important players without Joel Embiid. The loss was characterized by excessive turnovers, poor shot selection, and a collapse under pressure in the crucial 4th quarter. The 76ers maintained competitiveness through 3 quarters, but the same issues that plagued them in the previous game resurfaced. Careless turnovers, stagnant offense, and an inability to execute against a disciplined Knicks team proved fatal. Tyrese Maxey bears the largest share of responsibility. Playing 47 minutes and scoring 26 points with 6 assists, Maxey's 6 turnovers were central to the night. These mistakes, particularly late in the game, allowed the Knicks to convert Philadelphia's 18 turnovers into 23 points, predominantly in transition. Maxey's early contributions were countered by a 1-for-6 shooting from deep and an inability to anchor the offense when it mattered most, a lapse deemed unacceptable in playoff basketball. Paul George ranked second in the blame assessment. The team needed George to share the offensive load and mitigate Maxey's burden against a physical defense. George managed 19 points on an inefficient 7-for-18 shooting, with 5 made 3-pointers masking underlying issues. He consistently settled for contested perimeter jumpers instead of attacking the paint against the Knicks' dominant frontcourt, failing to establish a consistent offensive rhythm as a co-initiator. His defensive lapses also allowed New York to dictate the physical tone. Rookie VJ Edgecombe was also identified as a key contributor to the loss. While showing promise with 17 points, his 4 turnovers proved particularly costly in the 6-point deficit. Thrust into expanded responsibility without Embiid's interior presence, Edgecombe appeared to speed up in high-pressure moments, turning forced passes and lost handles into easy transition baskets for the Knicks. In summary, the offensive burden fell squarely on Maxey, George, and Edgecombe. Despite scoring enough to keep the game competitive, their collective failure to protect the ball and execute under pressure allowed the composed Knicks to capitalize on every 76ers mistake. The series continues, but the margin for error is slim. Analysts stress that Maxey must secure the ball, George must attack with purpose and physicality, and Edgecombe must slow the pace and minimize errors to avoid further exploitation by New York.